This is AJ Roofs R Us. We're here on a project in Moline, just pointing out some issues that a contractor had. First of all, I want to start with this chimney. The chimney was actually step flashed, but what they did was, instead of counter flashing it, they tarred all the way around it. That's not practice of what you're normally supposed to do. Solid piece of metal would be applied to the front and the back. It'd be step flashed, counter flashed with a 26 gauge counter flashing. This wasn't done in this case. Go down to the porch here. This porch, normally anything 412 or less would get a flat roofing. They shingled that. Probably wouldn't shingle that. I'd put a SBS modified peel and stick. Here on the sides, instead of running the sheeting all the way down, they left the sheeting up. Didn't put metal edge up the rake edges. You can actually see the sheeting there. Here, as we see, there was no metal edge applied to the rake edge. Sheeting was ran too long, left an open space where animals or water or anything could get underneath there. That'll need to be addressed. Here up on the flat roof, we can see that they tucked the modified underneath the siding, which is good, but they left the nasty area where the siding had been tarred. It would have been nice to see, maybe take an angle grinder, cut that, put some turn bar there, and finish that up in a little nicer way. Especially up here, where they just took the siding and just nailed it in with roofing nails. Here, I don't know what they did, but it's really ugly. Again, we can see the back of the chimney. You see where they just tarred in the step flashing. If you look here, there's a slope in the roof where the sheeting ended. They didn't sheet the whole thing. It's aesthetically unpleasing. Probably won't leak, but it's definitely an issue as far as with aesthetics. Finally, here, there's no metal edge either. No metal edge on either rake edge there. And you can actually see the sheeting. If we pan in, you can see the sheeting there. There it is. This is just an example of when you hire a contractor, it's not always just apples and apples. Sometimes you get apples and oranges. And no matter how big and fancy the contractor may be, all contractors can have issues. So make sure when you're choosing a contractor that you choose wisely.